If you work a desk job, AI isn't dangerous yet, but there is a very specific moment when it becomes dangerous, and almost nobody notices when that moment arrives, because it doesn't look like layoffs, it doesn't look like replacement, it looks like improvement. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly when AI crosses that line, why that moment quietly changes everything about office work, and the one signal that tells you the danger phase has already started in your workplace. And if you stay until the end, I'll show you how to tell whether you're ahead of that moment or already behind it. Here's the key thing to understand right away. AI is not dangerous when it's new, it's not dangerous when it's clumsy, and it's not even dangerous when it's impressive. AI becomes dangerous when it stops being exciting and starts being normal. That's the moment everything changes. At first, AI feels optional, a tool you can choose to use or ignore. Some people adopt it early, some don't. Management talks about experimentation, there's curiosity, there's flexibility, and during this phase, AI actually helps office workers. It saves time, it reduces stress, it smooths out rough edges. Nobody's job feels threatened yet, because AI is still framed as assistance. But danger doesn't arrive with adoption. Danger arrives with expectation. The moment AI stops being a bonus and becomes the baseline, office work quietly enters a new phase. Suddenly, faster isn't impressive, it's expected. Cleaner isn't impressive, it's normal. More output isn't praised, it's assumed. And that's when AI stops being a tool and starts being a measuring stick. This is the moment most office workers miss, because the danger isn't AI doing your job, the danger is AI redefining what normal performance looks like. When that happens, the job hasn't disappeared, but the safety margin has. Here's how this usually plays out. At first, AI is rolled out with language like support, productivity, efficiency. Everyone's told it's their help, and it does help. Work speeds up, bottlenecks disappear, outputs improve, management is happy. But then something subtle happens. The company realizes the same amount of work can be done with fewer people, or that more work can be done with the same people. That realization is the danger line. Because from that moment on, every role is quietly being evaluated through a new lens. How necessary is this human now that AI exists? Not how hard they work, not how long they've been there, but how much difference they can make once AI smooths everything out. This is when AI becomes dangerous for office workers, when it stops replacing tasks and starts replacing Slack. Slack used to protect people, Slack gave room for learning, Slack gave room for inefficiency, Slack gave room for human variation. AI removes Slack, and when Slack disappears, the organization tightens. That's why the danger phase doesn't come with panic, it comes with phrases like optimization, streamlining, alignment, and efficiency. Teams don't get fired, they get compromised. Roles don't disappear, they get merged. Hiring freezes quietly do the work layoffs used to do. And the scariest part, you can be performing well while this is happening. Because AI doesn't eliminate bad workers first, it eliminates redundancy first. Now here's the psychological trap that makes this worse. Most office workers respond to AI pressure by trying to be more efficient. They try to stay ahead of producing more, responding faster, and doing everything AI helps them to do, just quicker. And in the short term that works, they look valuable, they look productive, but long term it backfires. Because efficiency without leverage makes you easier to model. And once your role can be modeled, it can be reduced. This is where AI becomes truly dangerous. When it starts revealing that much of office work was padding, not useless padding, but necessary friction that justified headcount. And once AI removes that friction, leadership starts asking uncomfortable questions. Do we need this many people to produce this output? Do we need this many layers? Do we need this role at all? And those questions don't get asked loudly, they get answered quietly. Here's another moment that signals danger. When your company starts obsessing over visibility, dashboards, metrics, tracking, documentation, standardization. Again, it all sounds reasonable, but visibility is about control, and control is about predictability, and predictability is what helps companies to reduce reliance on individual humans. Once work is visible end to end, the organization learns something powerful. What breaks if someone disappears? And if the answer is not much, that is when AI becomes dangerous for you. Because AI doesn't fire people, it makes firing necessary. Now let's talk about the exact type of office workers AI becomes dangerous for first. It's not the worst performer, it's not the laziest, and it's not always the most junior. It's the person whose value lives almost entirely inside repeatable tasks. People who translate information, people who summarize, people who format, people who prepare, people who support decisions without owning them. Those roles were incredibly valuable before AI. They kept the machine running, but AI attacks the middle of the workflow first, that translation layer between thinking and action. Once that layer is automated, fewer people are needed to keep things moving. And this is why AI becomes dangerous at a specific point, when translation is automated and expectations adjust. That's when the office job starts being protected by complexity. So what actually keeps you safe when AI crosses this line? Not avoiding AI, not working harder, not becoming the fastest producer. What protects you is being close to consequences. The safer side of office work lives near decisions, risk, accountability, and outcomes. AI can generate options, but it can't be responsible when things go wrong. AI can purpose, but humans still decide. And the closer your work is to those moments, the harder you are to remove. This is why two people using the same AI tools can have completely different futures. One becomes more valuable, the other becomes optional. The difference isn't skill, it's position. Ask yourself this simple question. If AI keeps improving for the next 2 years, what part of your job would still require me? Not someone, not anyone, you. If the answer is judgment, context, trade-offs, responsibility, influence, you're safer. If the answer is speed, output, consistency, and formatting, that is where the danger is. And here's the final shift that helps people survive this phase. Stop measuring your value by how much you do, start measuring it by what breaks if you're gone. Because AI becomes dangerous for office workers at the exact moment organizations realize they can keep things running without certain people. If you can make yourself the person whose absence creates uncertainty, slow decisions, or introduces risk, you move out the danger zone. AI isn't the enemy, the invisible rewrite is, and the people who see it early don't panic, they reposition. If you want some clarity, comment down below your specific job role and I'll let you know roughly how long you have got until AI will be taking your role, and I'll give you tips on how you can optimize to be able to extend your career as long as possible. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe for everything AI and office worker related. I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.